recording and not live.
Guys, I definitely didn't press the start streaming instead of start recording button, just to get that out of the way. If you were thinking that before clicking on this video for some reason, it didn't happen.
Guys, we're
Not
live.
true.
Shout out Landon's Twitch channel. Shout out.
Stop, guys.
Shout out.
Stop. Don't. I stream sometimes, guys.
Look at he's blushing.
We don't have to talk
Remember
about
when Emma
it.
streamed?
I
Yeah.
miss it.
You remember those days?
I think about it a lot.
I-
Like straight up, I do think about it a lot. I'm like, man, that was a good time.
I miss it. Like when you call the horse a lion. Or
It was a
No,
lion. It was
no,
a,
was it
a
a-
bison.
It was
Oh,
a
it was a
bison, yeah. Is that
to
a
be-
lion?
To be honest, I stand by that. So
If we pull up the clip, you guys go to Emma's profile on Twitch and look at clips. It's probably
maybe
up there
follow her,
around the
follow,
top.
and,
follow just in case.
Follow
just
just
go
in
live.
case one day this podcast
are
is
you
gonna
never-
take
you're
off.
never gonna go
Emma's
live
gonna quit
again?
her job.
Yeah.
What would it
don't
take to make you
know.
go live again?
You.
Aw.
Some single shred of relevancy again.
I mean, yeah.
Just tweet a hot take.
That's true.
Yeah, just-
Tweet a hot take, gain like temporary Twitter clout, go live off
Oh.
of it.
Just get in a fight with somebody.
True.
No, literally.
Yeah, just get in a fight with somebody. And then once you get your Twitter clout, you link your Twitch channel below that, like people do with
Mhm.
like dildos.
With like a sponsored
Yeah,
dildo.
yeah, sponsored sex toy. Yeah.
And then you just there you go, you're famous.
That's actually a really good
And
idea.
then you shout out this podcast, people watch it.
This is actually a really good idea.
It's all
We
coming
could tease
together.
the idea that someone might show nipple. To keep them coming back every week.
But we
Who-
won't tell them which one of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a 33%
Who's
gonna
chance it
show
could be
their
any of
nipples?
us.
Who's gonna show a nipple first? and which one, you know?
Yeah, which it could
There's
be
there's six
There's-
nipples between us.
At least.
At least
Uh,
six at least six nipples between us.
people when three people hug.
Group hug.
Get in here, guys. You know, who wouldn't be showing nipple? Any Barbie doll, because they don't have them.
I don't have
Oh,
an answer for that.
That's
Is there
true.
something else I can help with?
that's not-
Siri just said that she didn't have an answer to that. I don't
That's
know
not
why
so
Barbies
true.
don't have
no,
nipples
that's
either,
not
man.
fair.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
pretty sure
know.
Don't Barbies have nipples?
No, they
No?
got
No.
it's all smooth.
It's all
No,
just boob?
yeah,
Sm-
just
it's
a
just like a-
mound, two
little-
mounds.
Yeah.
Why did we as a society decide that nipples were bad? There's this whole boob, and then just the little nipples are bad.
Because society hates women historically. Did you agree with that? Like, you
No,
also
but-
hate women? Or. Yeah, you're damn right.
Well, okay.
Um,
So,
but yeah,
since we're talking
Barbies
about
are-
women.
Whammon.
Um,
The Barbie movie.
let's get a women's perspective.
I saw the Barbie movie
Okay.
shortly after it came out, like a week after it came out. And I don't think I had been to a movie in a theater and probably I think it's been 5 years. And this was a movie that got me back in a theater, seeing a movie. And it genuinely like lived up to my expectations
Mm-hmm.
and was like a very well done and enjoyable movie just as a whole. And when you like go into the themes, some of the stuff they like, the storyline stuff, the actual acting performances, like I can go on and on. Like it was just like so incredible.
Okay,
I-
that's
I
the
want-
women's time.
And that's it.
Uh, I'll sit
No, I
back now.
agree. I like the all the sets and like a lot of the jokes were so like well done and like just some of the
Mhm.
Yeah.
shit they did was so fucking well done. The
Yeah.
only thing that kind of sucked in my opinion was the ending. I
The
because
ending
It had a
is
very abrupt ending. Like
well,
the I don't know. You can say what you were
it
gonna say.
wasn't even how fast it ended. It was more so how it ended because nothing really changed. Number 1, they the
sorry.
Kens
There might be a little bit of spoilers. Just disclaimer.
Oh yeah, if
spoiling.
you
You know what? No, it's been out for 2 weeks. Like fuck you.
It's well, I
the
didn't say that.
yeah.
Oh.
It's been out for 2 weeks. Fuck off if you're spoiled by this movie. It's a cultural phenomenon, and if you haven't seen it in 2 weeks, like that's your loss, buddy.
All right. Sorry, but go ahead. So nothing really changed, you say?
Yeah, nothing really changed except like the Kens became more like aware of what they wanted.
Yeah.
But they were still suppressed, right? So it's still the same world but in reverse. So like, you know what I mean?
Which but I think that's the
It
point.
Yeah, but they're trying to if they're trying to say that what like men are doing are bad, right? In the terms of like, the patriarchy and shit.
Right.
Hmm.
And then also they're doing that but the women version, so the matriarchy. I don't think that's a good message to get across considering the rest of the movie.
I think like what you're saying like makes sense. Like I understand. I think like it's more just like almost like to like continue showing the Kens, the men of the world, to show the Kens like
Mhm.
what it is like in the real world and not Barbie world. Like
Oh,
it's
no, like
so
that I get
like
that.
so
I
like
get that.
because at the end when the president when one of the Kens asks her like can we have a spot on the Supreme Court and she's like no
No,
like
and
you can
no,
have one
that's
of the
what I'm
lower
saying.
court.
That's
Right.
exactly what I'm saying. You're getting across still a very bad message that they're still doing it. They didn't learn anything, right? Because the whole point is that, no matter who's doing it, it's still bad, right? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So even if it's still women doing it, like they're still doing the same thing that the men are doing in this world. You know what I mean? It's more like the Kens have just gone through, um, you know, the the countless things that like women in the real world have had to go through, over the course of the last 100 years to get their voting rights and to start working and really be taken like, just seen as a human and not as a subservient thing to men. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
that's where I was like, man, like this would have been a great movie had they came across the finish line in a like different way, you know what I mean? And said that like nothing changed in the world other than the Kens becoming more aware. And they're not they're not being overtly sexual to the Kens, like disgusting men. They're not using their power to like sexualize them in that way, but they
Mhm.
still are using their power the same way that men are using it. So we're just saying, oh, the world would be better if women did this instead of men, which I don't think is the right message to get across.
I don't necessarily think the message was that it would be better if women were doing it. I think it was more just like a it's just showcasing this.
Oh no, yeah, they did. They did the whole. They did.
It's
I
not necessarily like the world should be women ruling.
But
But I
they
think
still had
that
it that way
I mean yes, technically. Landon, is
because
that how you saw it? I'm curious. When you saw the end, is that how it came across to you?
we should put a disclaimer on the bottom. Man talking.
But
We we disavow.
Um, I did. I honestly was not looking that much into it. I was just there to. I mean, I was like, man, this is
Have a
funny.
good
This
time.
is funny.
Because
And then like, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
because like Emma, I agree with you. Like they did show what like women go through even now, especially now, like with the Kens and the like the beginning of the movie and like all that, with how
Hmm.
they were just like their main function was just to be like Barbie's side piece. And I thought that was incredibly well done. I thought it was very funny. I thought especially when they were breaking the Barbies out of their hypnosis by
Hmm.
stating all the dumb shit that men do
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
the contradict like that was
that was
fucking
pretty good.
phenomenal. That was
That
funny.
was
Yeah.
pretty good.
I think that's just why the ending made me like was just like, man, they almost had because they showed everything else in a very funny and positive light in a very, very good way. And I can see why these men feel attacked by the movie because I'm sure all of them do that shit.
See, like, that's funny you say that. Like, I feel like going into the movie, I'd seen people be like, "Oh, like, just such a feminist, man hating, like."
That's what I was like, man, what
So,
did they do so bad?
and I know, and so I was like, okay, like, all right, let's actually like see this movie, like, what actually is happening here. And I
Mhm.
feel like it, it's like it's genuinely not man hating at all.
It's
It's
just
just it's and they say the word patriarchy so many times, and it is like
it's about
very
horses.
deliberately, it's about horses. They deliberately said, okay, patriarchy is what is
Patri
bad.
yeah,
Like that is like the
not
very
men.
not like they never, it's never, oh, the men are all, it's always, they always
Patriarchy.
talk about it
Yeah.
as the patriarchy. So like, that's why like, I don't get why like so many people are upset about,
Well, no,
oh,
that's I do. Because I've seen my
I
personal
guess,
friends. No, I've seen my friends do the shit that they were making fun of.
yeah. And
That's
it's
why
like,
like
so anyone, so I guess yeah, like people who partake in the patriarchy and benefit directly from it are
mhm,
probably seeing the movie and feeling called out, and it makes
yeah,
them uncomfortable,
that's
and
exactly why.
Yeah.
so they don't like it.
That's exactly why. Because it's not yeah, they're never saying man hating, they're just
But
saying
but
patriarchy. The
it's
system.
yeah, it's different. It's the patriarchy, but but the people who benefit from that are men. So I think they get that message across very well. I think America Ferrera was phenomenal,
Oh
and I
yeah.
think her big monologue was just like something I just like sat there and I was just like, wow, like everything you're saying is like things, like it's so accurate, and it's
Mhm.
such a universal like experience for women.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And I don't know. And then I like you said, like the hip, when they break the women out of the hypnosis. The way they use that, and then they continue using like her speaking to them.
Yeah.
It's just so like it is like that moment where like you're like, wow, like yeah, like that is true, and that is something I need to be like, I need to change something. Like I deserve better than what is happening right now.
Hmm.
Women.
Yeah.
We see you.
We love them. Yeah, we see you. We
We
see you.
see you.
We hear you.
Overall, I think it's a very good movie. I
No,
think
it was a phenomenal movie.
I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious. I think there was many parts I laughed out loud. Like,
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Absolutely. What was y'all's it could be more than one. Just your general just favorite parts of the movie. Um
favorite parts of the movie.
I
I
guess
thought Will Ferrell was funny.
oh
Like
yeah,
any
dude,
scene he
Will
was in.
Ferrell was way better than I thought he was gonna be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because Will Ferrell's parts are very hit or miss. When he's not the main character, and
Yeah.
I just thought he did really great.
No, he
I
was
think
so fucking funny.
yeah. I think he played it pretty well. I honestly I
Um,
had no idea he was in the movie. I never saw that. And then
No,
and then I saw his name on like the opening credits and I was like,
yeah.
"Huh?
He's like,
huh?
where? Huh? Who? What?
Why is he Ken? Like what?"
Will
And I
Ferrell
was
as a
like, didn't
Ken? Oh my god.
yeah, I literally was like, how is he fit in this? And then I was like, obviously it makes perfect sense, but
Yeah.
um I think my probably one of the funnier parts, at least just for me, was the first time they show Alan
Oh,
because
yeah,
because because it's just like Michael Cera is so good, and I know
yeah.
he gets typecasted like as the same person, but
But he
Yeah.
plays it so
he
good.
does it so
Yeah.
well, and like
There's a
it's funny
reason.
every time. Like, so I just think it was so good for him to be Alan, and the way they like show him the first time is so funny, and then just his like recurring like little bits are just
Yeah.
so good. I think they had the perfect actor for it.
And then just
Um,
him beating the mess out of the construction workers like out of nowhere is like, oh,
Yeah.
like he's taking one against like 15, and it's like, where did this come from?
Ryan Gosling the whole way through
Oh
was
yeah, should we?
Oh
Yeah, let's
man,
talk about that.
he.
dude,
Oh
the amount of
God,
like jumping to conclusions like that a lot of people on Twitter made just off of a couple of screenshots of it.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
blew it out of the water. He was
Oh
amazing as Ken. I think they could not have cast, you know, him and Margot Robbie any more perfectly than they did with
No,
those two.
they
I
are
don't think
Barbie
I would
and
agree.
Ken.
they are Barbie and Ken, dude. I don't think anyone else could have done it better than those two
Yeah,
for this
I think
movie.
I found myself like during the movie watching it still thinking I literally thought like wow, like Ryan Gosling is acting his ass off. Like he literally became Ken like so through and through.
Yeah.
It was so perfect. And obviously Margot Robbie is like beautiful and like
Mm-hmm.
just so talented. Like she was just perfect for Barbie. But
Mm-hmm.
like the two of them could not have been any better.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I thought dude the what makes the film so great to me, at least in the comedy aspect of the film, for me is how self-aware it is. Because some of
Yep.
the best
Oh
jokes
yeah,
in the movie are you know, it being self-aware. And you know, whenever Barbie is talking about I'm just not pretty anymore. I'm
oh
just not.
Yeah.
And it's like just it's like a voiceover is like side note to the cast the casting agency, Margot Robbie is not the person to cast if you want to make this point.
Yeah.
I laughed
That
out
was so
loud when
good.
that happened. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Because like she's like, I'm not pretty, and like you looking at her and she's like fucking gorgeous.
Yep. Yeah.
That was like to break the fourth wall there was actually like
Mm-hmm.
so well done. Yeah. That was a laugh out loud moment.
I'm sad they took out the full penetrative sex scene though.
It's a real disappointment. And the fart scene, the
Oh
fart
God, that would
opera
have
or whatever it
legitimately
was.
ruined the movie.
Okay, yeah, that was yeah. Actually, that if you don't know, that's a real thing we're talking about. The what Rico said is not, but there was a potential fart scene that
That would
was
have
cut
that
from
would have
the
ruined the movie
movie.
like
Yeah,
It would
the whole
have,
way through.
I think
man, that would have been rough.
this is this is just a weird little side take, but I think farts are funny in small doses. Okay. Okay, yeah, like that.
Yeah,
And
like
also
that.
like more like in real life almost more like I don't want to go to a movie and watch
No,
fart jokes.
no, they're
Like
not
Yeah.
that's
funny
not
in a
funny.
movie.
They're
No.
not funny in a movie, in a TV show. Like
Unless it's Jackass because they find a way to make farts funny. I will watch a fart joke in a Jackass movie all day, any day.
you're such a jackass type of viewer. Like that just
I'm
makes so
sorry, I'm 30 years old. Yeah, I watched it when it came out.
just makes so much sense that you enjoy jackass. Like
Uh,
I don't know why specifically, but it just makes sense. But yeah,
Because
thank God they cut that from Barbie.
oh
yeah,
yeah.
that would have ruined the movie. They
Yeah.
should have put it in Oppenheimer.
You should have given the tape to them and said, "Here, you can add this." Yeah.
But
Did any
now,
of us see? So did we? So we all saw Barbie.
yeah, I
Mhm.
saw
But did any
Oppenheimer.
of us see Oppenheimer?
I have not
Yes,
yet.
I have.
Rico, you
I need
did.
to.
Yeah,
Okay. Was it? Did it live up to the expectations of Oppenheimer?
I would say so. Yeah, I mean,
Did it? Okay.
Christopher Nolan knows what the hell he's doing. Um, he used a lot of, because like a bomb is super fucking loud. So he
I've
used
heard
like a
that.
lot of like sound cues, like small things where like almost like it felt like a bomb was going off. Um we got to see what's her name's boobs, which was really cool.
Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Not what's her name's. We just talked about Barbie, Rico.
I don't remember names, okay?
Be nice to women. I know. Once I found out that that was part of the movie, my interest in seeing the movie did increase. Still
Um
not enough for me to actually go see it, but
I mean it's 3 hours long and
it's 3 hours, and I can't even pause it to go to the bathroom or
see
anything,
like
or to like get a
I
snack.
my favorite parts of the movie were the theoretical physics and shit that were going on.
Yep.
I very much enjoyed that part. Didn't care about the sex in it. Really, I did see a story on Twitter. Somebody forgot to turn their flash off, and when there was a sex scene going on, like full boobage was out. They took a picture and their flash went off in the theater.
Oh, I
Literally,
can't believe that they
what
actually
is more
captured that.
mortifying?
No. See, I would own that situation. I don't care.
Be
I
like,
would own
yeah,
that.
what, everyone? I
What?
wanted to take
What?
a picture.
You all want to do it, okay?
You all?
You're all gonna ask me to airdrop it later.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh man.
and then people were mad that it didn't show like the aftermath of like the Japanese people, which
Right.
okay, you know,
It's yeah.
not
And
about
like
that. It's about the guy that made the
it's
bomb.
about the
Yeah.
guy. And what's interesting is I saw a clip of Matt Damon talking about it,
Mhm.
how the script for Oppenheimer is written in first person,
Yeah.
like from
Mhm.
Oppenheimer's point of view, which is
Mhm.
like which is absolutely wild to
Yeah, how would
hear.
he know?
Yeah.
Because yeah, right? How does he
Like he already like I
But like
people were like, "Oh, you feel bad about dropping the Japan Killer 3000 on, on people." And it's I kind of like duh, obviously, like you idiot, duh, you were making a bomb. But
yeah.
also it's like the Jurassic Park thing. It's like you wanted to know whether so much you could, you didn't ask like stop if you should.
Yeah. I think
But
yeah. The
like you just get
creation of
wrapped
that
up
is
in
mostly can we do this? Can I do this? Like
yeah,
there's no hindsight for
no.
to judge with.
Come on,
So
he's a man in the 40s. Come on.
yeah. That's
He's
Um
fair.
he's wearing a fedora all the time. Come on.
He's got that silly hat on. But
um
Um
and
sorry.
the one scene in that movie that just like pulled me out of it the whole way
oh no.
um was it was towards the end, and it was especially funny that it was Robert Downey Jr. like in this scene. Um so basically there's another half of the movie where Oppenheimer is like trying to get his security clearances like renewed, and they're just like trying to play on the fact that he's like a known communist or whatever. Like apparently that's the worst thing you could be.
At that time, literally, yeah.
Not the fact that he dropped a bomb and killed 220,000 people or made a
Yeah.
bomb that did that.
Yeah.
But so there was a scene where um Robert Downey Jr.'s character was playing a congressman that was like being um going through the procedure to be on like the presidential cabinet. He was going to be like a secretary of
hmm
whatever. and he gets denied, and the scene, they're back in his office, and they do what, like an MCU reveal, right? Where Robert Downey Jr. is like, who was the one senator that wouldn't confirm me, or who was the deciding vote? And like the camera like kind of zoomed in on his aide, and the guy was like, oh, it's a young guy, a young senator named John F. Kennedy. And like they left a little pause there for like, God,
For everyone to be like, like cue the audience gasp.
but it was so funny that it was Robert Downey Jr. in that scene doing that. Like I laughed. That was where I audibly laughed. I was like,
That
"You
was
gotta
your
be
laugh out
shitting
loud
me."
moment in Oppenheimer.
We had the
Absolutely.
guy with the flash photography in the nude scene with Florence Pugh, and then we have Rico laughing in one in a huge reveal in
at
Oppenheimer.
this huge dramatic reveal scene.
And they were gonna make. I thought they were gonna make Oppenheimer 2, but this time it was about JFK's assassination. Just dropping his name for that.
That was like the segue into like the sequel movie.
Or they do it like Lanny, you remember the original Avengers where the post credit scene was like Thanos just sitting in the chair? Like that was like the whole thing.
Yeah.
They were gonna do that, but it's what's his name who shot JFK in the
Lee
library.
Harvey Oswald.
Yeah. He's just it's just pan to Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Guys,
I
we're doing
thought
the ACU.
no, you also like if they were to end the movie right there, it's like when Michael Bay the ending to the first Transformers
Oh,
where
yeah.
they put Linkin Park's
some
What
Linkin
I've
Park.
Done.
Jesus
His name is
Christ.
John F. Kennedy. What I've done, and it's like directed by Christopher Nolan.
Oh my god. Guys, I
Oh.
actually was at the spot where JFK was assassinated.
Okay, so
You
you're
were
just
there?
admitting it.
Wait, you were there?
Hold on. I have said way too much.
Record this. Record this. Record this.
No,
FBI.
We are.
need
We
to cut
are.
this. We need to cut this part. This can't go out. No,
This episode is brought to you by Sprite.
in Bat.
Oh, that's wait, hold on, wait,
JFK
show that again. That was is that a new can? That looks kind of
Wait.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it is.
kind of.
It looks kind of
kinda pretty.
nice.
I feel like Sprite kind of tastes
Whoa,
worse.
those are like the pod colors.
So
They
true.
That's literally our colors.
Guys, they stole from us.
We inspired them. Oh, yeah, they stole from us.
They.
Yeah.
Lennon's like, oh, and Rico's like, ugh.
We must bomb them.
Bomb them. Bomb them.
Bomb.
Keep bombing them.
Yeah, I did see this. I stood in like the spot where JFK was assassinated, and to be honest, that's a really weird feeling.
I didn't know he like was shot. I thought his head just kind of did that. Have you ever seen the video?
I have.
It's like a piñata.
Dude, what if he watches this? He's gonna be. It's so rude.
What if his sheet metal eating wife watches?
Huh?
So good.
Can't say that.
Oh
Women.
my god.
They theorized Jackie Kennedy like eats sheet metal. Her teeth are kinda weird.
I couldn't even finish the sentence.
You said enough. You said enough of the joke.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the building where Lee Harvey Oswald shot him from.
Mm-hmm.
Very bizarre. It's very weird to think about how, like, there were thousands of people there because they were, like, excited to see the president drive by.
Right.
And then that happened. And all of a sudden, thousands of people were there to watch the president get assassinated.
Oh, you know what? This is a really good segue into the next topic. Reactgate.
I was wondering where that was going. Assassinations?
Because next week we'll react to the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch his head
Every
split
week
open.
we'll watch a new.
Every
I'm gonna-
week we'll watch a new American tragedy. Obviously, we're doing 9/11 on 9/11.
Yeah, September
Yep.
is you already know. You already know.
Whoa, wait a second. Wait, is that a second plane?
I thought the towers just did that.
What?
Yeah, I just kind of thought the towers did that.
I thought someone actually just like lit a cigarette in a gas leak or something. And it was unfortunate. It happened twice. How does that happen?
Smoking kills.
Guys, we disavow 9/11 strongly.
Strongly
In the
against
strongest of terms, I'm very against 9/11,
I'm very anti.
and I would
it.
never make jokes at its expense.
They want us to stop making jokes, but it's the only thing keeping its memory alive. They say never forget.
How
Yeah, that is kind of
We're-
true.
how else do you remember but than making jokes?
How else? How else? Are you,
How
how else?
else do you remember?
Coney 2012.
Okay, this is here's the moment where I'm gonna ask this and be really, really vulnerable with you guys. What was that?
Okay, go ahead.
Like
What?
what was Coney 2012? Like who was that guy? Who made the video about it?
He was a
So
really bad guy.
basically,
Like what was that whole thing?
it was just like a super libbed up guy that wanted to make. It's like the people that make a big stink about like Pepe on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
They want to feel like they're doing something, or like the people that like make a big deal about not purchasing something, doing a purchasing boycott. They want to
Mhm.
feel like they're doing something. So this guy just found a cause. Coney was like a warlord in the Congo, I believe.
So he was like a real guy actually doing bad stuff.
Yeah, and he used like child
Okay.
soldiers and blah blah
Okay.
blah blah blah. I think there was some speculation Coney was already dead by the time this guy made the video.
Hmm.
But yeah, he was just like some super libbed up
Okay.
guy
So it
that
was
like just
just like
wanted to feel like he was doing something, and then
Right.
he went crazy from all the negative backlash, and he like was found naked in San Diego, like masturbating. Yeah, it was
that's
really
the
funny.
part they don't
It was
that's
really
the part
funny.
they don't tell you about Coney 2012 is that part. 'Cause
That
I
that
certainly-
part.
It was
because-
crazy.
Like I was like school age and like I like heard about it and I like watched a video or whatever and I'm like, wow, like we gotta stop this guy, like, and I'm like a kid, like obviously I can't do anything, but it's
Yeah.
like
No,
it
you
was,
could have. You could share it on Facebook.
I could've
That's
sh-
all. And
With
that
a bunch of
should've shared it on
hashtags.
Face- Yeah,
that was the funniest part because I was a senior in high school when that was happening. And like all my class, like mostly women. I don't know why it was mostly the women. They were all like up in arms about Coney 2012, and like, oh, we have to stop this guy, and like they were like thinking they were doing the most important work on the face of the planet by like
they were
sharing
like
this video.
heroes walking the
And
face of the earth.
I was an idiot back then, but I'm still very much the same way. I called all of them fucking morons. Like,
I'm sure you did. Yeah,
it's just,
I'm sure you did.
but yeah. So that's what Coney 2012 was.
Okay, thank you. That's one of those things where I'm too embarrassed to ask, but thank you.
I thought you were gonna ask about 9/11.
Yeah. So what was that? People talk about that. I have no clue what that was.
Never forget.
I couldn't blame you, Emma. You were born after that, so.
That's that is just for everyone. That's not true. That is
Oh.
fake news.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Just salt and pepper?
Yeah, salt, pepper.
That's so bland.
That's how you make it. Okay, well, I'm recording the podcast.
Here he goes, brother.
Hey, Jarrett.
You know what all want to say on it because I can't hear it now.
Guys, this is the other member of Maroon River, by the way.
It is I.
Look at that! Look at that band right there.
Yay, man.
Hi.
Hey,
I
All
can't
All right,
hear
all
it.
right.
I-
Before you
I
say
don't know
something
what to say on the
stupid.
Nervous.
our first guest star.
Guest star.
Let's go.
The lead singer of Maroon River.
No, he's not the lead singer.
That's true. He used to be. He what?
Yeah,
He's the lead bassist.
The lead.
So,
speaking
guys,
of things that happened in the years, you guys
Oh.
want to hear anything that happened in the year of my birth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
1998, aka that one album from Taylor Swift.
No, I can tell you one thing. Dale Earnhardt won his first and only Daytona 500 in 1998.
Amen.
That's
and
the
then
only
died
thing that
the
matters.
next one, right?
No, it was like 3 years later.
Oh,
That could
In
go into that's a whole other
2001?
podcast.
Rico could talk about that for 5
my
hours.
conspiracy
probably.
theories.
was it
on-
2001? Was
Yeah.
it?
Wow,
Bit odd,
bad
isn't it?
year, dude.
Okay,
What a
let's-
rough
I'll
year,
just-
man.
So he wins it in-
Talk about bringing Americans together. A NASCAR legend dying, and the biggest terrorist attack on this country in the history of ever.
And you want to know something else cool? His kid won the first race back after 9/11.
How is this country? How did this country drift apart again after that?
Are these all
That should have
connected?
sealed.
It might be.
I'm gonna create that conspiracy that these 3 events connected. That's my opinion.
Anyway,
All right, hit us with
Uh,
something.
Let's hear it.
the guy for our watchers, this is just a coin book that my parents got the year I was born. It has all the coins. It has the John F. Kennedy coin. Speaking of, I don't know if that's a $50 or a whole dollar. I can't remember.
I think it's a half.
Same thing.
Man,
Really, Emma, you think they're the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
You think
I
half
got-
of a dollar?
I
is
got
the same
nine-
thing
I
as a
got-
whole dollar.
I got 91 cents in this bad boy of all these
Woo!
coins.
Sheesh.
Interesting things. President Clinton was indicted.
For what?
I did everything right and they indicted me.
For not having sexual relations with that woman. So don't know
Oh.
if it
And,
didn't
you know,
happen.
he
Don't know why
was
they would indict him.
arguing- He was
he-
arguing that sexual relations was penis and vagina, and all he got was a blowjob.
He didn't lie. He didn't lie.
He didn't lie.
Are you a Bill Clinton apologist?
I am. He's the goat. He's my
I'm in
goat.
I'm in Arkansas, so I kind of have to be.
Yeah.
Yes. That's homegrown.
I'm sorry. Do you not want to get a blowjob or eaten out in the Oval Office? Like, what's wrong with you?
That's
And
just the craziest question I've ever been asked.
What's wrong with you? Like, that's so awesome to have happen.
is that what goes on in those White House tours? Sheesh.
Like, why? We were. Anyways, Landon, keep going about cool things.
Simultaneous bombings of U.S. embassies in
Bombing?
Kenya and Tanzania killed 224 people.
We really are the worst country on the.
Yeah, we're terrible.
So bad.
Fuck.
Dow Jones Industrials average reaches 9,000 for the first time, whatever that is.
Yeah, I know what that means.
It's the stock market.
Yeah, I could tell you that much.
Frank Sinatra, Gene Autry, and Barry
What?
Goldwater died.
Uh-oh.
Do we have
Guys,
another
there's a dog
guest?
in here.
Who let that dog out?
Levi! Second guest star.
Levi!
Oh. Oh, hi, Levi.
Things that happened in 2023. This guy got on the podcast.
This right here.
Look at him being a
Oh,
menace.
He is. Oh,
okay.
what a handsome
Aw.
boy.
Oh, he just wants my donuts.
He just wants to be there.
Okay, good boy, Levi.
I kind of wish I had a donut, so I kind of understand where he's coming from.
Levi's in his goblin mode right now.
He's in goblin mode,
yeah.
gobbling those donuts.
Oh, actually, he hates donuts.
So
why
does he
I've
want
had
'em?
him before.
He doesn't like sweet things
Interesting.
like baked goods. He doesn't like them. He doesn't like
He's
anything sweet.
Not a
He
baked
doesn't.
goods kind of guy.
No. I just like to see what he likes to eat sometimes or
That's
whatever.
fair.
All right, Landon, keep going.
The U.S. launches new military attacks on Iraq's weapons installations.
Another fucking
That-
W.
Let's go, brother.
Another good one.
Another thing that happened. You don't hear about sports? Something that's
Yeah, let's talk about
let's
talk about sports, please.
Mark
Please say
McGuire
that.
hits record-shattering 70
Oh.
home runs.
I
Oh,
know
the
Mark
guy
McGuire.
who took steroids. Give
The
me
guy that shot up the roids.
What's wrong with steroids?
Anyway,
that.
Chicago
Anywho.
Bulls win NBA championship for its second three-peat.
Yeah,
The
Michael
Bulls.
Jordan.
The
Doubles.
Bulls. You've ever seen The Last Dance? That documentary follows that entire season. Really good. Except if you don't
There you
like
go.
sports, then don't watch it.
Then you would not like it.
Two of these have to do with Yankees stuff, so I'll not say those for Emma's sake.
Yankees suck.
I'm actually the biggest Yankees fan, so if you'd like to say
You don't
them.
even know what Yankees means.
I bet he
Songs,
plays for the Yankees.
movies that came out in 1998. Saving Private
Okay.
Ryan. Something About Mary. You've Got Mail.
Damn.
Life is Beautiful and Shakespeare in Love are two other ones that also came out. But
All right.
I haven't
Boom.
seen any of those.
Do you want to hear about
Say-
1993?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Sure, yeah, do it, yeah.
So we have the United States Waco siege, where the ATF raided the Branch Davidians and killed and started a fire.
Yeah.
There's
Side note
a-
on that. There's a really good drama series about that.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah. I watched it.
Super good.
Second side note, there's a Rainbow Six Siege map based off the
You thought we
the
were
property
going to
that
the
they
same
raided.
place? You're like, yeah, the siege map. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
boy, because I played
Okay.
Siege for 9 hours one day, and I just know that.
This is gonna make you really sad.
Oh.
Because I'm pretty sure the average income hasn't increased that much, but the average income per year in 1993 was $31,000.
Oh, it has not. I don't think it's gone up that much. Let me
A
look it up
movie
right
ticket
now.
was $4.14. The average cost of gas per gallon of gas, $1.16 a gallon. And this is gonna make you even more sad. The average monthly rent was $532. Average cost of a new house, $113,000.
I would buy a house yesterday for that much
see.
money.
Oh, we got a little Bill Clinton crossover. Bill Clinton was sworn in as the president that year
Hey.
for winning the 1992 presidential election. A lot of bombings. Oh, there was the World Trade Center bombing. That's pretty cool.
I forgot that 9/11 had a prequel.
Beanie Babies were launched that year.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah. Oh, we have NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement that Donald Trump pulled us out of. Some popular musicians of the year: Snoop Doggy Dogg, Garth Brooks,
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Mariah Carey with Dream Lover. Meatloaf. And we got Radiohead, Phil Collins. Yeah. Oh, the Space Shuttle Endeavour led a mission to repair an optical flaw in the Hubble Space Telescope,
Ah,
Okay.
which I remember that was actually a really big one.
what a flex.
Because they launched it up there and like something like one of the mirrors was off by like 1,000th of an inch or something. So all the images that were coming back were just horribly fucked up and like super blurry, and there
So
was
it
nothing
probably
you could.
ruined everything, but
It,
because like
it harshed the vibes at NASA for sure.
Oh my god.
the guy in charge of that fucking mirror had a terrible time.
Man. Anything else?
Dale Earnhardt won his 6th of 7 NASCAR championships that year.
Cool.
And I was born.
Amen.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was born in 98. That's why I have this thing that happened in 1998.
Mostly bombings.
Yeah, there was a lot of death. For some reason.
All right. I'll do mine. Some things that happened the year I was born, which doesn't matter which year that was.
We can guess.
Yeah, if you can guess it based off all the things I say, then good job. All right. The PlayStation 2 was released for sale in Japan.
That's like one of the
Oh.
biggest things ever.
Yeah.
That's
PlayStation
huge.
2 was huge.
Yeah. The first crew to live on the International Space Station arrived up there. Let's see. Bill Gates left his position as the CEO of Microsoft.
Wow, that's
Interesting.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
That is a very long time ago, actually. All right, guys. Here's my Clinton crossover. Hillary Clinton is elected to the U.S. Senate representing New York.
Nice.
There we go. I don't have anything about Bill, but I have
Yeah,
that.
Bill didn't do anything that year.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't really.
He was
that was
chilling.
his lame dunk time.
He was just chilling at that point.
But George W. Bush stole the election. Like,
Yeah.
actually.
They're
stealing it.
The Supreme Court ruled to end the recount of the Bush versus Gore election.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's when Citizens United also happened, so that's also very pog.
Another clap. 51 million viewers watched the very first season finale of Survivor. That show came out that year. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
And it's still happening. All right, some movies that came out in this year. Castaway. Gladiator. X-Men. And Scary Movie. The first Scary Movie.
Really? That was 2000. Wow.
That's a
Man.
classic. That is a good movie. Let's see.
Is there a dog back there?
I see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. No.
What are you talking? No.
What? All right. Some stats like Rico had. The cost of a gallon of gas. $1.26.
Damn, it's getting pricey.
Literally $1.25, and you got a gallon of gas. The average income per year did increase from 93, Rico. It was 40,000.
I find that hard to believe, but okay.
Now I'm actually really curious what it is right now.
It is a lot.
Okay, wait. Here's the average cost of a new home.
Mm-hmm.
134,000.
New home?
And here's one that actually seems, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Average cost of a new car, 24,700. That seems like a lot.
A new car?
But like, what would it be now? Like, isn't that what cars like cost now?
No.
It depends. There's a lot of
depends.
more expensive ones for
I
sure.
guess
A
maybe.
lot of like basic packages and stuff are like right around 25,000.
Yeah,
I would say
So
on
then,
average.
depending
all right,
depending
so
on the
then the more
car.
expensive. All right, that's fair.
But yeah, they're
Which
like
that's crazy that hasn't gone up. Well,
yeah.
I guess that's
I wonder
probably
what it.
that's all make and model, so like whatever. It's
Yeah,
probably a lot higher now, but like
Yeah.
you could
because
still get a brand new car for easily $25,000.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
absolutely could.
so now I'm curious though, what the average income is. Let's do average
Yeah.
income. I'm gonna look up average income 2022.
For a household or
Wait.
like individual? What are we looking at
I
here?
think this is individual. 31,000 for a household
Is nothing.
crazy. No.
Okay, this says 2021. The average income was 69,700.
Ooh. Okay.
Which seems like so much money to me.
To me, dude, that is
Seems like
so
it seems like
much.
so much money. But like,
That's nothing.
but I know that's nothing.
That's how. Yeah.
That's how
But-
ass it is.
But I wish I had.
But
that much.
I'm. That's what I would kill for that income.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I guess.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, 1993, the tuition at Harvard, $23,000.
Huh?
That's the real crime. Let's see
That's
what it is now. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tuition. $54,000.
Ooh.
Man. Got up 30K in 23 years.
That's a lot of money. How can anyone afford to go to Harvard?
Family.
Family.
Rich family. How could,
Oh,
how
for the
could
year
anyone
2000, by the way.
Uh-huh.
For the year 2000, Bobby Labonte won his one and only NASCAR Winston Cup.
Cool, man.
That sounds a
number
lot like a
18.
Piston Cup.
Piston Club.
Pissed in a cup.
Piston Club.
Piston.
Are you getting
club.
pissed
He
in or
did what
pissed
in his
on?
cup?
Pissed in a club.
Me when the music's too loud and I can't hear my friends talking and hearing what they're saying. Piss in a club.
Who is that? Rocky on the bed? He looks like he's
Yeah.
going to town on those blankets.
He's just
Yeah,
just
he
doing a
was.
bunch. He's just going all over the place.
I think he's underneath. Yeah, he's under that. There's like a ball of blanket now.
I
that
feel
he's
left
under
out.
now.
I feel left out. I'm the only one that hasn't had a dog appearance today in the show. And my door's
know.
shut, so there's no way he's getting in.
Damn.
We do have a new dog. I don't know if I told you guys.
Oh yeah, your
Oh
foster
yeah,
dog,
you're
right?
foster. How's that
I
Yeah.
said that.
It's going great. Him and Buster get along about 75% of the time, but the other percentage
That's
is they don't hate each other. Buster's just tired of playing and wants to rest for a little bit, but Milo is like all play, because he's like only
Yeah.
2 and he doesn't know like when to stop.
Buster's like, I'm over this.
Yeah,
We're
he's like,
done.
just let me lay
I've had
down, please,
enough.
man.
I've had enough
Yeah.
play. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'm done with this now.
but he's great. Actually, I could probably
Good.
get him to come in here. Hold on, let me go get the boy.
Get the
Boy, the
boy.
man.
Brand new cast member, you guys.
Brand new cast member. So Rico, anything we want to say while Landon's gone?
I think that the boobies are the most erotic part of a woman.
God.
No,
I mean-
Milo.
I would agree.
Bro, he was right here.
Come on,
Oh,
Buster. Come on. I can't believe I'm not gonna be living with Levi in like 2 months.
I know.
I've had him since he was a small
Is
puppy.
that hard for you?
I'll be honest, yes and no. No, because like he's insane
He's a lot of.
and I need a break. But you know, he's
He
like my
thought he
child.
was in trouble.
Oh, you're not in
He
trouble.
thought he was in trouble, so he ran away.
Oh, you're not. Oh, he's so cute.
Look at him.
Oh, what breed is he?
Oh, you can't
Or
see
Oh,
him.
Landon doesn't have his
oh,
headphones
I'm
on.
so dumb.
Look at him.
He is a border collie.
Oh.
He's 2 years old. He is what? Bro, I can't hear you guys, so I don't know. I don't know what you're reacting to.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's so funny.
What?
I started asking. I said, "So what breed is he?" And Rico goes, "I don't think he has his headphones on." And then you
And
go,
then, like-
"So he's a border collie."
Oh my god. Oh man. But yeah, he's a little underweight, just from the situation that he was coming from. So we're trying to fatten him up, but
Oh,
he's real
he
cool.
looks like he's such a ham.
yeah. Oh, I love him.
He thinks he's in trouble, I think. That's why he was hesitant to come in the room.
No.
But if look at him.
No, you're not in trouble.
You're not in trouble.
trouble. Not in trouble. You're getting a hug.
Yeah.
Yep. He loves giving hugs too. Like we could
I
just be
love that.
standing. Oh, there you go, bud.
Oh.
He's
See?
out of here.
Milo.
So you could just be, I could be standing right in front of him, and I could, tell him to get up here, and I'll just squat down to him. He gives a hug, puts his
Nice.
hand over your shoulders, and yeah, bring it in,
Bring
man.
it in. Bring it in. Landon
like
and Milo all day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Who wants my credit card information?
And that's actually all the time we have today, folks.
Guys, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
We're back after this. We just had to take a silly little break.
Guys, we are
back.
so back.
We're so back. Big changes coming. We're actually going to be moving in with Rico and Callie, so we will be recording the podcast IRL.
We just bought a pot house.
We just bought a house, guys. So please, we'll link our Venmos in the description. And so
Guys,
we really
subscribe to our Patreon.
homes are really expensive. Please help us out.
It was so much money.
We are in massive debt. Please.
Please.
I have 5 credit cards right now.
I don't know how we're gonna pay. I'm gonna have to sell Buster. I don't know how we're gonna pay this off. But guys, thank you for listening. We'll be back next week with another episode.
You're welcome.
Peace. See you next week.